Hey y'all, it's your girl Chi back with another video. Y'all, I moved, so I have not been consistent with videos. I actually have been uploading a lot of old videos just to keep it real with y'all. Yeah, so my background, I gotta get it together. I'm gonna figure out if I'm gonna just use a blank wall or if I'm gonna just like buy like a little background. I don't know yet, so just bear with me in the meantime. Y'all might see me in different locations. Anyway, so let's talk about the topic of this video, right? I came up with this topic basically because I was watching this movie of Finally Can Excel. I don't know if that's the exact title, but I'm pretty sure y'all know the movie. Got Whitney Houston in it. It just like reminded me, I didn't finish the whole movie, but y'all know how like y'all watch movies when y'all younger and then like I really wasn't understanding what was going on, but then like when you get older you just see it clear now. So I watched this movie just so I could wrap around my mind what was going on. I didn't finish it 2 days ago when I watched it. It's just so crazy how desperate women in the 90s and 80s and all of that were. And I feel like that basically led into now. I'm not somebody who know about all the different ages and eras, but what I will say is it was definitely giving desperate in the 90s as far as music, movies, all of that. And watching that movie just like literally reminded me of that. And the good thing about it is from then to now, like 2000, like the 2020s now, good thing about it is a lot of girls have had like a change in mind. Like they are seeing stuff differently. Like it's a lot of girls who like, okay, I would rather be single than be in a relationship where they doing the chasing, or oh, I would rather be single than be in a relationship with a broke boy, or I'd rather be single than deal with somebody who not treating me with the kind of treatment that I deserve. You feel me? It's just like a lot of girls who are coming out of that mindset of chase, because as we all know, that's a man's job to do. So I think that's like a really good thing. Also at the same time, it's sad because it's a lot of girls that are still stuck in that mindset, and you see it literally on the daily. Even when people post certain reels or when people post certain videos, they use it as bait for the desperate chicks to come out, and either defend a broke boy or flaunt that they independent. Like that's literally the two type of mindsets that a girl might have when they're chasing after somebody, like when they're chasing after men, like when they're desperate. Like it's to the point where they're not even focused on one guy. When you are a girl and you literally are just in love with the idea of love, you want that love with anybody. It doesn't matter who it is, what do you see in front of you, what are they bringing to the table, who they are as a person. You're just chasing them because you feel like, I honestly feel like they think in their head that nobody really honestly truly wants them at the end of the day. I feel like that's why they move the way that they do. Actually, I don't even feel like that's facts. They move the way they do is because they feel like nobody honestly truly want them. And that's just, rooted in self-love. And if you don't have that, no wonder why you out here chasing external type of things that's not like literally going to get you anywhere. I feel like a lot of people come up for excuses for the reason why they with somebody or the reason why they view how relationships should operate, but it's all really rooted in how you feel about yourself. That's honestly truly, like, to be honest, I had said in a video before, I don't care if you a 2 or a 10. I honestly truly feel like every woman should be treated as you matter. You feel me? And a lot of, like, the way a lot of y'all, people who y'all be with be moving, it literally gives that you're, like, like, under dirt to them. Like, you don't matter at all. And that's, like, very much sad because you as a woman, you're supposed to be treated as a flower. And I feel like a lot of the problems dealing with that is really just on the fact that us women blame men for a lot, and we don't hold responsibility for what's our problem. So like how I was saying, we lack self-love, a lot of us out here. That's the whole issue. And I feel like if that was fixed, we wouldn't be blaming guys for certain treatment. I'm a firm believer that a lot of times you get treatment based on how you act and who you are as a person. Whatever type of respect that you demand as a woman is the type of respect you will get. Like how I said, it don't matter if you a 2 to a 10. It doesn't matter at all. Whatever type of respect or whatever type of treatment you want from a man, you will be given if you push yourself out that way. And what I don't mean is to make yourself more likable. That's falling in the chasing category again. What I mean is it's about how you hold yourself as a woman, and a lot of ladies don't see why that holds such importance. So back to the movie, because that's how I got inspired to make this video. Basically, in the movie, every single last one of them were literally desperate. Like, they were just really in love with the idea of love, okay? And when you do that, that's very dangerous because you will literally accept anything. Like, one of the characters, for example, she ended up with a guy who did drugs, and he told her, I don't do it all the time. So she was just like, well, he said he don't do it all the time. Like, that's plain dumb. Like, that's plain dumb. And if you sit there and you deal with that person who got nasty, negative traits that you don't like or you think is not right in a man, that's your fault if you still there. Another thing I will say too is that I don't know if y'all know it, but this is facts. You're a hoe if you know what, with any man on the first date, second date, third date. That's literally the definition of a hoe. And I'm not here to sit there and put down women, but I also can say what I can say is because I don't really claim to be a feminist or none of the such. So I just 100% feel like whatever you put out is what you receive back. You literally lose 100% all respect from any man you're with if you're literally treating your body like it's freaking cookies. Like, you passing out, here one for you, here one for you, here one for you. What do y'all think in y'all head? Like, anybody is thinking, even me as a woman, if you do this with me so easily, so quick, it doesn't matter. Like, I'm not showing no traits. I didn't put energy. I didn't put effort. Who else are you doing this with? Like, y'all don't have that run through y'all head before y'all make decisions. Like, who else are you doing this with? Like, that's even with anything, and that's besides sex, which that's the very much most sacred thing ever. But even with the little stuff, like, y'all give to men and give y'all love, give what you got going on, your lifestyle, all of that. And they literally have shown nothing, like no type of worth in them to show they deserve it. Like, and you're literally are just passing stuff out. And as soon as that man say he don't want you no more, usually that's how that relationship end. He don't want you because the whole time he was using you. He knew you were a hoe, and you sitting over here thinking like, oh, I'm a main chick. Oh, I'm worthy. I'm da da da. Don't y'all know to have certain type of treatment, you have to carry yourself a kind of way. And being a hoe is not the thing that's going to do it. And y'all can yell and be mad all day and say he begged you or you felt pressure. But at the end of the day, it's never any guy responsibility for them to make sure you don't do something with your own body. I swear, feminists scream, it's my body, my choice all day, all day, all day. But then y'all out the same mouth say a guy pressured you into doing something with your body. If he didn't literally grab you and rip your clothes off, far as, you know what, the 4-letter word, I don't want to stay on her because I don't want to get flagged. But if he didn't literally do that to you, you can't sit there and say nobody pressured you. You're a grown person. You're able to make decisions as a grown person. And if you sit there and said 50 different men that pressured you in the last 2-3 years, something is not right in your head. Like, something is really not right. And to be honest, you shouldn't even be considered a grown person. You should not be walking around the world. Like, you should be in daycare or something if you can't make thoughts for yourself, your own body, your own decisions. But then at the same time claiming feminisms and slut walks and all of that. Like, something is not right with you. No guy wants to be with the girl everybody is known for being with. No guy wants to be with a girl who basically puts all of her history out there. Like, you have to be, as a woman, what you carry in your body actually like how God designed you. You're supposed to be like basically something that's a discovery for a man. If you're not being discovered and you're just laid out on a platter, there's no oomph to you, okay? And I won't sit here and say, oh, if you somebody who did that, it's no hope for you no more and you can't get better. But what I will say is I would not surround myself around people who I made a fool of myself in front of. Like, that's just common sense. I don't know if it was y'all, if it's y'all or whatever, but I will move. If you known at work for doing a certain thing, if you known at the apartment, school, your neighborhood is doing a certain thing, move. Like, you need to move and start your life over, because first of all, you don't want to be reminded of what you did before, because how you gonna become a better person if you stuck in the past? And secondly, because you don't want that type of mark on your name, like people know you as being da da da. Just because nobody's saying it doesn't mean nobody is thinking about it and thinking it of you. So let's just be realistic here. I'm don't want to get 100% off topic, so I keep trying to think back to what am I talking about. Okay, it's back to the movie. Another thing that the girls was doing, besides basically sleeping with everybody, they also was sleeping with married men too. Like, how can you expect for a guy to take you serious too? Like, okay, if y'all want to be side chicks, that's your prerogative. Do what you want to do. But if you a side chick, don't expect wifey treatment. Like, do you get what I'm saying? Like, you can't expect to be treated like okay, so in the movie she was like, oh, I hope you're not doing da 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 with your wife and doing this with her. Like, how are you complaining about what somebody is doing with their wife? You're a side chick. Then after they do all these wrong moves and select the wrong man, women love to get around and talk with other women about how men aren't, I don't curse, but they say the S word. But they sit there and all talk with each other and say men are bad, men are evil, men are worse. Have y'all ever stopped and thought that maybe most men are treating you accordingly? That's a real good idea to sit there and think on. Whatever you put out is how people treat you. It's like even with them lineups and all that stuff they do on YouTube, where they sit up there and have men rate them or judge them or tell them to spin around. Me being me, I would never in my life stand up and let a man tell me to do all of that stuff they be doing. You do one thing like that and then literally all respect goes out the door. You may not know it yet, but you would be sitting there wondering why a moment later, an hour later, or whatever, they talking to you reckless, because you just literally sit there and let a man pick you apart. Like, let's just be real here. Like, it's certain stuff you don't allow people to do. Like, guys, you don't sit there and allow them to do, because you will be wondering later, why do they think they could do this? Why do they think they could do that? Why do they think whatever they thinking? And it's because what you are putting out. You can't be mad about how somebody treats you. It's not man's fault 100% of the time. I'm not a guy. I'm not a girl who want to sit here and defend man, because I'm not a pygmalion. I would just say that I don't allow certain treatment in my life. If I do get that type of treatment, like of a guy, like say if you on a date and a guy, he even mentioned, getting it on with you, I'm changing the subject. I'm not even addressing that subject. If somebody comment or write to me in my DMs or on YouTube or whatever, and it's something inappropriate, I'm ignoring the message, turning around the conversation, or not responding at all. Like, y'all literally have to be that way about the little stuff. Well, that's not even little. That's big. But even the little stuff, like somebody telling you do spins and stuff, don't do no spin for nobody. Like, what are you spinning for him for? Like, let's just be real. When you do stuff like that, you're literally telling a man how he should or shouldn't treat you. And so you can't do stuff like that, then get around your friends and sit there and say, men do this. Oh, it's no good man in the world. Yes, it is good man in the world. But for you to get a good man, you also have to be a good woman. Like, let's just be logical. I speak a lot on my channel about how women deserve the world. I just said it. And I 100% agree with that, but I also feel like it's a way a woman should be carrying herself. And if you not giving off feminine, if you not giving off respect for yourself, to be honest, ask yourself, do you deserve princess treatment? No. So when I say every woman deserves da da da, that's literally a woman. If you're not behaving like a woman, you don't deserve it. Looks ain't even got nothing to do with it. Obviously, you should try to look your best. That's like a huge part of you even attracting a man. But when I mean looks, you could be somebody who are literally a 10, and the way you act inside will literally make you come across as a 2. If you somebody out here handing out cookies, you will immediately become a 2. If you somebody out here out there with everybody, you will literally become a 2. If you somebody who got a nasty attitude, you will be a 2. So you just gotta work on how you put yourself out in this world. And I think that's not even a trait that you should just do for a man. I think that's something you should do for yourself, because really it's just respect. I 100% encourage everybody who watching this video to sit down and really think about how you want to be seen in this world, how you want to be treated. I want everything, basically. If you somebody like me, then you need to sit there and think about, what do I need to do to get everything? You can't put in low effort and expect the same effort somebody else getting here. Don't sit there and go on Instagram and be mad because a girl getting A, B, C, and D and you getting nothing, and then you sitting over here saying, oh, it's just because the guy I'm with, it's just because I guy I'm with. It could be him, but that's also your choice. Like, you're there, you picked that guy, you settled for that guy. So don't get mad at the next chick because she got something that you don't have. Respect. But I'm gonna end this video off with that. I didn't even want to go that in depth with the movie anyway. It just like inspired me. Hopefully this video gets to all the girlies who need to see it. And yeah, so stay pretty, stay blessed, stay kind, stay a little bit wretched just in case stuff get ugly. And bye y'all.